What's up, guys? So it's your boy Semi Forest again. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys on how to plot trend line like a pro. So you all know GBP is the only pair which I trade, right? So let me go straight and show you guys on how to plot a good trend line. So first, I determine my main trend line from the 4 hours time frame. That's where I go and draw my main trend line. Then I scale down to maybe 1 hour to draw my current trend line, which sometimes I used to call it my inner trend line. So let me just show you guys the example. Then I'll show you guys the what I've shown you as an example in the real time market. So this is an example, the way we draw a trend line. So like this is how we do draw trend lines. Yeah. So in a downtrend, this is how we draw trend lines. So we pick it from the top. Make sure it have maybe two highs before you know that your trend line is correct. Then we are allowed to only trade on the third bounce, right? So this is in an downtrend. So let me give you more example on how we do draw it in in a uptrend. So same way, market will be pushing higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, like that. So pick up our trend line again, draw it from the bottom, then make sure it has maybe two troughs before you are only allowed to trade in a third bounce, right? So we don't trade on the second bounce, which is we are not allowed to trade from this point. Sorry, comment. We are not allowed to trade from this point. We are not allowed to trade from that point. We are only allowed to trade from the what? From the third bounce. Yeah. So allow the market to form maybe two highs or two lows, then draw a trend line from the bottom to the nearest low or high, whichever maybe in a downtrend, then we are only allowed to trade on the third touch. So let me show you guys another example before I go straight to the chart. So, but sometimes we notice something like this. Market might be going downward. Market might be in a downtrend like this, and you might have drawn your trend line from this spot to this guy here, to this lower high. So on the process of waiting, you are only waiting for this price to come back from this point to this point to make it total. So you short the market, right? But market did something like this, create a new lower high and bang to the downside, and that will make you to feel bad. So whenever this kind of thing happens, that's why I said I have two ways which I use to draw my trend line. Let me first of all read them out. So I have my main trend line, my main trend line, main trend line. Then I have my current trend line, which most of the time I do call it my inner trend line, because these inner trend lines most of the time can fetch you maybe 100 pips in a day or even more. So it depends on the market condition then. So market did something like this and bang to the downside. Does that mean that your trend line, your main trend line, remember this is your main trend line? Wait, let me write it on top. Main trend line. So remember this is your main trend line, and market did not come up to that your main trend line to form maybe the third touch for you to sell the market, but rather this happened. So this is what I'm going to do. This is how I do plot my trend line. So I pick it from the second touch of that my main trend line, then adjust it to make it to fit in with the lower high of that market that created, right? So this is what I should be expecting. Something like this. Anytime market comes up to this my inner trend line, I short. With this way, I'm able to make maybe 100 pips or 70, 100 pips in a day. So with this simple strategy I've shown you guys. So this is my inner trend line. Inner trend line. That's what I call it. Inner trend line. So, and anytime market tends to break above this my inner trend line. So maybe the fourth touch from the maybe fourth touch is likely going to break because the more touches the trend line, the more chances he gets to break, right? So the first touch might likely going to maybe respect a little bit and boom, a break. So upon this seeing the break, wait for the retest, then you can buy the market from there to your main trend line. Since you still have a main trend line to the upside, so whenever market break this your inner trend line, it's likely coming to this your main trend line for you to do what? For you to short for a long term short, right? So with this short, you can make as maybe 150 pips or 200 pips in a period of time, maybe 3 days or 4 days. So this thing I've shown you guys is just basically how Trendline is being drawn. Whichever way you are drawing it, you are just make sure you have at least 2 picks or 2 chop, something like this. This is what I call my picks. When market is in a downtrend, make sure you have 2 picks, maybe from 1, 2, then you are allowed to only trade from the third touch of the downtrend. So same thing happened in a bullish market. So we are not allowed to trade from the second touch. So like that, let me just show you this example of late time market. So let's just see. Okay, I like starting from the top whenever I want to draw my trend line. So let's just take this as an example. Okay, let's say you pick a trend line from this top right here. These are from the 4 hours time frame. Then, okay, let me just cut it from this point. Sorry. Let me use my 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 barley play. So, okay, let's assume in this is my first touch right here. Coming. So this is my first touch right here. So, and this is my second touch of my what of my main trend line. Sorry. Let me light it out on the top. So this is my main trend line. Main trend line. So this is my main trend line. So I'm waiting for this market to come back to this point to give me this third bounce of the trend line. So I'll go short, right? So let's see what the market did. If the market will come to that point, boom, do you see? Market started trading downward. So this is what I will do. I will scale down to the 1 hour time frame. I'll scale down to the 1 hour time frame. Then remember what I told you guys from the second touch of that my main trend line, I make it to fit in what? I make it to fit in with the lower high that market has given me. So let's assume I scale down to the okay, let me adjust this from here. Okay, I scale down early from the 1 hour time frame. So remember this is the second touch of my main trend line. So it's now representing first touch, and this guy here is my second touch of this my inner trend line. So this guy here is my second touch. So immediately market took out this low. So that's where when I will map this trend line, this my inner trend line. This is the time to map this my my inner trend line. So I will only be waiting for this market to come back to touch this my inner trend line third bound, and I will go short. So let's see how that plays out. So immediately price touch it. So, and I will look out for pattern, maybe some pattern, but that's not why I'm here. So my next video, I'll be showing you guys the candlestick pattern, and that has been that has been working crazy for me, and I will be also reviewing my winning strategy so far that I've been using for the past 2 years now. So I go short, immediately price touch my third bound. I look out for maybe price action, candlestick pattern. Then remember, I don't go way more than 20 to sometimes I use 20 hits. So from there, I just went short and boom. I Since I'm risking 20, I can target maybe 1:3. I'm okay with 1:3. So, or 1:4, it depends on whatsoever you want to target. For me, I do 1:2.5, sometimes 1:2. So let's see how this thing plays out. You see, bang, that's how money is being made. So, so like that. So anytime price break above, so as price is breaking down, you keep on adjusting your trend line to fit in. So price create a new lower high, which is this one. We adjust it to that point to make it to fit to fit in the current market. So like that. So since we already traded on this one, this our third touch. So price is likely going to break on the fourth one. So, but most of the time it still do hold. But price is likely going to break. So whenever it break, you watch out for what a bounce. From that point, then we go in for a long like that. So this see market broke above, then a retest, then boom. So right now it's coming back maybe to this your main trend line for you to short extremely hard. So this kind of short, maybe you might have hold it for maybe 2 days for you to make a lot of profit because this kind of a swing setup. But me, I don't swing. I already do day trading. So with this, you can only make maybe 100 pips in a day. Then you are out of the market. So let's see if the market will come back to the that mentioned line or it start shooting down to the upside, to the downside. Okay, do you see? Immediately price, okay, let's see if, okay, this see, price could not touch it very well, but you see that whichever way price likely come to that place and with your 20 pip stop and wash, you can make as much as 100 or more pips in a day. So that's just the simple trendline strategy that I want to share with you guys. So if you do find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a new video like this. Thank you.